In this video, I'm going to show you how to assess an Excel spreadsheet filled with formulas and calculations and links and all that stuff. I'm going to show you how to dig deep and actually figure out the architecture and the design of a spreadsheet, and I'm going to show you right now. All right, here I am in my YouTube channel, and I'm actually getting way more questions and comments and notes through YouTube, on Udemy, by email. So there's more topics now than there is time for me to film the videos, which is a good problem to have. So please keep the questions coming, no matter how big, small, simple, trivial you might think it is. Keep sending them through, and I will keep making videos to show you guys, especially things that may sound simple, but a lot of people just don't know some of these tricks. So let me share exactly how to do them. So I had this one comment from a day ago from, it just says BI, and he has two questions. I actually haven't even had a chance to read the second one. Just looking at this one, I did a video on how to merge cells, and then this little thing I did at the end, which was to look at the formulas and how the Excel spreadsheet is designed. And he's like, how do you get into the formula mode? And I was just going to reply, but I'm like, you know what? I'll show you. So let's head over to Tableau. I'm so used to saying Tableau. Let's head over to Excel, and I'm going to show you just two things that's going to like blow your mind, right? So in the data world, when you're in the corporate world, especially if you're a data analyst or something, and you've just started in the company, they go, we've got all these spreadsheets, we need you to run them, or we need you to do some improvements on them, or we need you to optimize them, or whatever. And some of these spreadsheets are super old, they got heaps of links, heaps of sheets, and you're like, how is all this like wired together? Okay, so here's what we do. I'm gonna head over to where's my drawing tool? Right, so the formulas tab, and we're only going to look at this button and these buttons. Okay, so let's start with the show formulas. So let's say I have a formula here. I'm going to say A is equal to 5, B is equal to 3. I say C, we'll do C, right, and 9. And I'm going to multiply them all together. So A times B times C. So this is going to be that times that times that. All right, pretty simple. Let me just zoom in there. Okay, so you have that. So for example, I had all these other numbers here. All right, let's just say that's all random stuff, right? So it's lost in a sea of data. So how can I quickly say, well, where does this data come from? Well, the easiest way is I can double click and it'll show me the link. But what if I have lots of these? Let's say I have lots of calculations like this. Do I have to open each one like this? Well, that's kind of a pain in the ass. So what we can do is we can click on this drawing tool, show formulas button. The keyboard shortcut for this is Control tilde. All right, so let me bring up a keyboard to show you what the tilde symbol is. It's a mathematical symbol, I think. Let's see if we can find the keyboard. It's usually the one in the top left corner. Here we go. So if I can go, there it is. It's that thing right there. So that squiggly line, that's tilde, right? So what you do is you press Control and tilde, right? So that's how you do it. So I'm going to press the Show Formulas button up here, and then I'll do the keyboard shortcut. So when I do this, everything's going to stretch out. So don't panic. What it's actually done, if I zoom out, right, and I'll press it again, what it's done is it's expanded all the rows by a certain percentage. And the reason is, instead of showing you the result, it now shows you the formula. So I can see this. And what happens is, without double clicking, I can just kind of navigate and see, oh, cool, those are connected together. That is one technique. The other one is what's called tracing precedents and dependents. So let me show you how that works. Let's get out of the show formulas. So I can just press Control tilde. Oops, hang on. Control tilde. There we go. So the way trace precedents and dependence works is like this. And I'm going to do another formula of this, such as, do that. Let's say a sum function, right? So basically just adding all these values together. So basically what happens is I've got input data, I've got a calculation and then another calculation. So if I wanted to see, well, where did this come from? I can go back into formulas and I can go trace precedent. So precedent meaning before. So I can press that and it'll actually show me physically where it's coming from. So it's really nice way, and you can do, I think, multiple ones of these at the same time, right? So you can actually map, like visualize, oh, the data is going this way and that way and this way and that way, right? And if I want to get rid of all the arrows, I can just press this remove arrows button right here, right? And that just kind of clears it. I can go the other way as well. So if I go trace dependence, what that tells me is if I'm going to delete, for example, this row, which other cells will it impact? Right? So it's saying what else uses this cell. So it's dependent. So what is dependent on this cell? Right? So we're not even going to worry about that. You can just use the remove arrows. So those are just two simple tricks you can use in Excel to really easily assess a spreadsheet. And I'm pretty sure it can work in some ways across sheets, but I can't remember exactly. But this is already heaps. So we'll stop it there. Let me go back to the thing. So BI, hopefully that answers your question and have fun. Bye.